Now, Israel's thriving startup ecosystem is making waves globally, including in sustainability. Last year, a reported 60% of Israeli startups are developing advanced decarbonization technologies, even outside traditional green industries. Now, the global push to cut emissions is driving the search for cleaner fuels, and hydrogen is emerging as one of the most promising solutions, though making it affordable and scalable remains a major challenge. So for more on this, I'm now joined by Gilad Lando, CEO of CatAmmon. Thank you so much for being with us today. You have developed a groundbreaking product to make hydrogen affordable, but let's go to the problem first. So can you please explain to us what the problem is you are trying to solve?
So hydrogen is actually a great solution because when it reacts with oxygen, it produces water and energy. So there's nothing bad there. But the problem is with the hydrogen is like the elephant in the room. When you want 1 kilogram of hydrogen, the volume that it takes is like a major elephant. So you need to convert it into something else in order to ship it or store it. And today, most of the companies will produce from hydrogen a new molecule that is called ammonia. And then afterwards, they will convert it back. After shipping it to another place, they will convert it back into hydrogen, and then they will use it for energy. But this is very problematic. There are too many stages. It's very expensive. Every stage is very expensive and takes a lot of energy. So what we developed is an aid called Catalyst. Everybody uses Catalyst. It is very important, but our catalyst is extremely potent. It's based on ceramics, no rare metals. And because of that, it's affordable and yet very potent. So we can do these stages very cost effectively and without almost any energy.
So how do you place yourself in the market? How are the costs right now? Are you already competing like with fossil fuels, or how does it work?
So today, hydrogen cannot compete with fuels because it is about 3 times more expensive. But our solution can reduce it to be slightly more expensive than fuels. And this is a major change. Because think about it. You go to the grocery and you want to buy tomatoes. If the tomato is 10% more expensive, you say, okay, I will do it for the environment. But if it's 3 times, then you say, okay, I don't care about the environment.
Yeah.
And this is exactly where we are aiming to change that. And we can change it from both sides, which is a lot for a young startup.
That's true. So if you have the hydrogen, where do you get it from? You get it from desert solar panels?
So there are a few ways to get hydrogen, but if you want it to be green, then you want to produce it by solar panels.
Okay.
It's the most green way to do it.
And if we're looking at, for instance, the European continent now really is dependent on, for instance, Russian gas, Russian oil, and they want to get rid of it. There's a major push for hydrogen to become common ground in the next few years, we hope. So how do you see this evolving? So
the barrier was the cost. Let's say that you produce the hydrogen in the deserts of Arabia, in the Middle East. They have a lot of solar agriculture. So then you can convert it into ammonia, send it to Europe, and then Europe can use it as a source of energy instead of the Russian gas. A very exciting product you are developing here. Thank you so much, Gilad Lando, CEO of CatAmmon. Thank you so much for being with us. Thank you so much.